When we hear about dark planets in astrology, our minds might jump to scary thoughts. Planets like Saturn, or the shadowy points of Rahu and Ketu, often get a bad reputation. Many people believe these celestial bodies are out to get them, bringing only trouble and hardship. They brace themselves for impact, expecting their lives to be turned upside down by some cosmic force. This fear, though understandable, often comes from a misunderstanding of their true purpose. These energies are not designed to simply destroy what we have built. They are not here to punish us for past mistakes. Instead, think of these planets as cosmic inspectors. They arrive not with a wrecking ball, but with a powerful flashlight. Their job is to illuminate the parts of our lives that are already broken. They show us the cracks in our foundations, the weak spots in our plans. These might be areas we have ignored for a long time. Perhaps we have been avoiding certain truths or responsibilities. The dark planets simply bring these hidden issues into the bright light of our awareness. They reveal what needs fixing, what needs our attention. The challenges that seem to arise during their transits are not new problems created by the planets themselves. Rather, they are manifestations of pre-existing conditions within our lives, our minds, or our hearts. If a relationship is struggling under the surface, Saturn might make that struggle undeniable. If we have unacknowledged fears, Rahu might amplify them until we can no longer pretend they don't exist. These planets are messengers, pointing to what is already present but perhaps unseen or unaddressed by us. So, the first step in understanding these powerful celestial influences is to shift our perspective. They are not malevolent forces seeking to cause chaos just for the sake of it. They are catalysts for awareness. They compel us to look at the parts of ourselves and our lives that need healing and strengthening. This revealing process might feel uncomfortable, even painful at times, but it is essential for genuine growth and for building a more authentic and resilient life. It is the start of a journey towards wholeness. Saturn, often called the Great Teacher or the Lord of Karma, has a very specific job. Its role is to strip away our illusions. We all build comforting stories around ourselves. We cling to false securities or unrealistic expectations about life, love, or success. Saturn arrives to gently but firmly dismantle these illusions. It shows us where we have been kidding ourselves. It helps us see the world, and our place in it, with stark clarity. This process can feel like a loss, as if something is being taken away from us. This stripping away is not meant to be cruel. It is an act of profound love, from a cosmic perspective. Saturn wants us to build our lives on solid ground, not on wishful thinking or denial. When illusions shatter, we are left with the raw truth. This truth might be difficult to face initially. It might expose our vulnerabilities or our past mistakes, but it also provides a firm foundation upon which we can build something real and lasting. Saturn teaches us about boundaries, responsibility, and the consequences of our choices. It demands maturity and integrity from us. The lessons of Saturn are about facing reality head-on. It encourages us to take responsibility for our lives. It shows us where we have been avoiding hard work or necessary discipline. Sometimes the structures we have built, whether they are careers, relationships, or belief systems, are not truly serving our highest good. Saturn tests these structures. If they are weak or inauthentic, they may crumble. This is not to punish, but to make space for something stronger and more aligned with our true selves to emerge. Through Saturn's influence, we learn the value of perseverance and patience. We understand that true achievement takes time and effort. It pushes us to define our limits and to live within them, not as a restriction, but as a way to focus our energy effectively. By confronting the unvarnished truth that Saturn presents, we gain self-respect and a deeper understanding of our own capabilities. It is a call to grow up, to stand strong in our own right, and to build with wisdom. Rahu and Ketu, the moon's nodes, are not planets in the traditional sense. They are mathematical points in space, but their influence is incredibly powerful in Vedic astrology. They act like cosmic mirrors, reflecting our inner world back to us with sometimes startling intensity. Rahu, the north node, often represents our unfulfilled desires, our obsessions, and the areas where we are driven to explore and experience. It can amplify our ambitions and cravings, sometimes leading us towards worldly pursuits or intense yearnings. It shines a light on what we feel we lack. Ketu, the south node, on the other hand, represents our past experiences, our innate talents, and areas where we might feel a sense of detachment or even aversion. It can highlight patterns from the past that we need to let go of. Ketu can also bring sudden insights or a feeling of spiritual liberation, but it often does so by making us confront what we have been clinging to, perhaps out of habit or fear of the unknown. It shows us where we might be stuck in old ways of being, long after they have served their purpose. When Rahu is active, we might find ourselves chasing after something with great intensity. This could be fame, wealth, a particular relationship, or a specific experience. It reflects our deepest longings and sometimes our deepest insecurities. The key is to observe these desires without judgment, to understand what they are telling us about ourselves. Are these desires truly ours, or are they echoes of societal pressure? Rahu pushes us to explore, but also to discern. It can show us where our attachments create suffering. Ketu's influence often brings experiences that encourage detachment and introspection. It might make us question the material world and our place in it. It can reveal fears related to loss or nothingness, but also our capacity for profound spiritual understanding. By reflecting our past patterns, Ketu helps us see what baggage we are carrying that no longer serves our growth. It invites us to release these old stories and embrace a sense of freedom from past conditionings. Both nodes work together, showing us the dance between desire and detachment, between the material and the spiritual. It is so important to understand that these celestial influences, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, are not our enemies. They are not cosmic bullies waiting to trip us up. Instead, they are profound teachers. Their lessons might be challenging, yes. They might push us out of our comfort zones. They might ask us to face things we would rather avoid. But their ultimate aim is always our growth, our evolution, and our movement towards a more authentic and empowered version of ourselves. They are guides on our soul's journey. The reflections they offer, whether it's Saturn's demand for reality, Rahu's highlighting of desire, or Ketu's push for release, are gifts. They are opportunities to see ourselves more clearly. When we feel their pressure, it is not a sign of impending doom. It is an invitation to look within. What is this situation trying to teach me? What illusion is being shattered? What fear is being brought to light? What desire is seeking acknowledgement? What old pattern needs to be released for good? Seeing these planetary transits as lessons, rather than punishments, is absolutely crucial for navigating them constructively. If we approach them with resistance and fear, we only make the process harder. But if we approach them with curiosity and a willingness to learn, we can unlock incredible potential for personal development. These planets help us to shed what is no longer needed, to strengthen what is weak, and to discover inner resources we never knew we possessed. They help us become more resilient. Ultimately, the work of these so-called dark planets is about transformation. They invite us to change, to evolve, and to become more whole. They show us where we are out of alignment with our true path, and they provide the impetus to make necessary adjustments. This is not always easy, but it is always valuable. Embrace their wisdom. Listen to their subtle messages. They are here to help you uncover the most powerful, true, and radiant version of yourself, ready to face the future with greater clarity and strength.